Hi, my name is Terry Lee from Sweet Pea Papers in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and this is video 4 in our Teal Memories series, and this is a Sweet Pea Paper tutorial. It's not a design team project. If you want to get a PDF of all these step-by-step written instructions on how to make this project, all you have to do is go to the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and sign up, and all the members of the group get all the PDFs for free. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and subscribe too. All right, today we're going to be doing page 7 and page 8. Now, page 7, I've got a bunch of stuff here, but most of it's going to be fairly easy. This is paper clipped together for a collage, so we'll set that over there by the butterflies. And this is going to be on this band here, so we can set that to the side as well. Now what we're going to do is make a oops, I want to keep this. We're going to make a side band with a CD cover on it with a card inside, and I had it set up to be, oh, it still could be a left-handed page, because actually right-handed would make it upside down. Okay, so let me redo that on here. I changed it once already. This is for I label the back of the whole page, and this is video 4, page 7, and it's going to need to be on the right hand side when you put them in the book. Okay, and let's see. No, it's left. Whoops. Left. I'm off to a good start. So this is not going to be right. It's going to be left. We'll see. I'll have to write a new little tag for this one. But we'll keep that one for right now. Okay, so here we go. This is what I did off screen. Or off camera. Of course I sorted everything, but I inked this. Actually it goes like that, and I printed the CD cover, and there's a little bit of a misprint there, so we're going to put our cluster up here, and or actually up there. And so I printed the front and I printed the back. On the back I made a mistake and printed it with the flap shut, so there was a big white space there, so I put washi tape over it. And I should have done that on camera, but I was just testing it out to see, and I wanted to take the washi back off so I could do it on camera, and the washi has such good sticky, the washi did not want to come off. So this end is sealed. Even though we're going to put a card inside, we're going to do it from this edge over here. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, and this is the image that we're going to try to cut so that it fits in the center of the CD. And this is the paper for the inside of the CD. This is the paper for the card that's going to fit in here. So we don't need the card right now either. A little pile right there. And let's see. Trying to think what we want to do first. So if you want to paper the CD, if you don't, I made a tutorial on how to print on envelopes, and printing on CDs is exactly the same, except you either have to wait a couple days for the ink to dry on the acetate in the window, or you can do like I did and I just wiped it off. Okay, if you're going to cut out if you're going to cover your page, your CD cover, can't talk today, then you're going to want to cut a square this size and then cut a hole in the center. My largest die that I have is one size smaller than this circle, so that works out well because then that gives me a little bit of maneuvering room. So what we are going to do next on this is we're going to do the card. We're going to do the back. So what we have to do is we have to cut the side to make the side pocket. And we just want to take a sliver, just a little sliver off the end. See if I can do this. There we go. Just a little teeny bit off the end, and that opens it up. Now, we need to measure the size of the CD cover. And these are basics from Amazon, the Basics brand, which is the Amazon brand. So they're not actually 5 by 5, which most CD covers are. It's going to be this tall and this wide. Well, it's still going to bang on the glass, isn't it? Yeah, let's do that. And then, of course, we're going to have to do some other measuring. Make it smaller than this even before, so it can slide in there. This should end up being just a little bit big. Yeah. Let's cut it right here. Be sure to leave your questions below too. You know, I answer or make a notation or thank you or something on every single comment that you make. So if you have a question, you can leave it there and I will definitely answer it. I think we cut that off. Okay, now this fits in here. It's a little long. All we want it to do is cover the back in there. So we're going to need it to be a little bit smaller so we can slide it in a little bit better. It doesn't matter because this edge is going to cover the edges of this. And that way we can glue it and then slide it in. Normally I don't do it this way. Normally I take the CD envelope apart, cut the hole in the paper, do all that. But we're not going to be able to do that this time. Okay. Just a hair. Just a smidge. I hope you can't hear that. That's my neighbor verbally abusing his dog. Totally freaks me out every time I hear it. Okay, now we're putting things in and out, so we really only need this half to be glued. And that's going to make our life easier because then we don't have to try to slide glue in. I don't know what he does to that dog inside his apartment, but I know that he's terrible and cruel to his dog outside. I wish there was something I could do. I've actually brought it up to him once. He's my friend. I've known him a long time, my neighbor. and I felt really weird. But I also feel really bad for the dog. Okay, then we'll push that down. Let's make sure we didn't glue anything shut. Okay, now the next part is to do the exact same thing, only we want this butterfly in the center. So we want it to be here and here. And here. And over here. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. It's a good thing that's on the inside because I didn't ink it. We'll get this taken off. You know, I just wonder, like, continuing with the dog conversation. I have a dog, Oz. I'm sure you guys know that by now. And he's a real sweetheart. He barks a little bit. He's a little dog. But he'll stop when I tell him. But the neighbor guy, it's not exactly in the center, is it? The neighbor guy curses at that dog and pulls on his, he put him on a choke chain. And it's a pit bull, but how do I manage that? I must have measured one of them wrong. But they can be really sweet dogs. They're really good family dogs. But it talks to him so bad. Look, that's why. Let's see if it works. If we cut a little bit off this side, then the butterfly will be in the center. Okay. Look at that, just a sliver off of this side. Okay, well that worked out well. And there's writing space on the back. Then we need to ink it. I think that's going to look cool. Anyway, I've talked to him. I've had other neighbors say things to me like, can you believe how he talks to that dog or whatever. So, I mean, if out in public he feels perfectly comfortable calling the dog all kinds of names, names I would not repeat on this video, and half the time I probably wouldn't repeat anyway, then what would you do? Okay, we're going to put this on here. Let's fold it in half. It's already inked. We don't have any choice because we need to be able to pull the card out. I was really worried about getting that very close to being the exact center. If this is close enough to the edge, we could put a charm and a bulb pin and an eyelet on there. Trying not to do jump rings because if we put it in the center here, that's a long way from the center of it down, and you'd have to use like 2 or 3 jump rings, and then it would swing all over. And I don't know. Anyway, let's test this out. That looks perfect. Okay, you can see a little bit of it in here, but there's nothing we can do about that. So we got that. Now we need to attach this to our band. So what we're going to do, I think, is if we put this over far enough, then when we hook this on here, it'll stick out. I think maybe I should hook it to the band first and then position it. See, like that. Just like that. Only I want it not in the center. Okay. Oh, so you're not going to see the washi anyway. Wasted washi. Oh, yes, you will. What is wrong with my brain? Mm-hmm. It would have been nice if I would have noticed that before I glued it on there. It's just a little bit of the washi sticking out. I like these little scissors. I got they're EK scissors. They're the same company that makes the big scoreboard that I have. So I like them. I like Fiskars as well. Fiskars has a lifetime warranty. And that's what all my main scissors are. Okay, so now when we put this on here, then this part, we'll just need to move it back just enough. So just the tab is sticking out. And then I think we'll put an eyelet in there. And then we could have a charm. Okay, let's glue this down. And I've got a little bit of stuff that I thought we would put on the band down at the bottom. I don't know if the area is big enough now. Now remember, this is still a working belly band. Okay, so I had this, oh, that'll still fit there, that I was going to put here. Okay, so the thing is that I like the words to face this away. These words face this away. So I'm going to make this face this way. They've already been inked. Oh, there's music on it, so this is directional as well. Probably won't ever notice, but I will know. I will know. Oh, spiders going on. Then we're going to, oh, should we make it a little tuck? No, we're just going to put it on there. No need to get carried away. Okay, so we've got that there. I think a mosquito bit me right on my neck, right up under my chin. Then let's put this on here. Now I'm going to come back and do glossy accents. I'm going to have so many glossy accents you're not going to believe. But after we get this video done, then I'm going to stop and go back through all the pages and do all this stuff, so that we don't get so far ahead that I can never catch up with, you know, the embellishments and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to put that there to cover that little misprint. In fact, we're going to make it smaller. You don't want to cover the tab. Put it right here, and then put this butterfly here. Now I'm wondering about the butterfly with the butterfly. Thinking maybe got these circles. This one with the blue flower would work. That way we wouldn't have another butterfly. Here's one that's the exact same picture. No. Here's one that has no picture at all. And then I'll have to balance it, I think, with something down here. It just looks kind of dirty if I ink it enough for the white. That for some reason the Scan and Cut decided to cut out around it. Okay, I guess it's alright. I'm just inking this enough to get that white edge that you can see once paper's been cut. Get that off. Because everything worked out perfect on the printing on the CD, except for the part where I left the flap shut. And then this part got caught in the printer, even though I had the double-sided repositionable tape on it. So we're going to use this as a band-aid. It's the Pretend Washi from the, or Pretend Tape from the kit. There's a whole bunch that comes with it once you cut it all out. Okay, so we'll do that. We've got that. Put that butterfly back over there. Oops. Put these back. Okay, let's take this card out. Now I don't have any charms picked out, so we'll just do this part. Let's see if there's going to be enough room. I may have to... Okay. Now, let's get an eyelet. I'm pretty sure we were using gold ones. Okay. So now all I have to do is put the charm on there. Which should be easy enough. I have an avalanche going over here. Because I have my Dreamatorium book that's coming out as well, that tutorial. It's a steampunk book. So, yeah, that'll be fun. We'll put a little charm there. Okay, so now we need is this card to fit under this band, because remember this opens. You see the washi, right? So we want to have the card there. I'm wondering if this small one matches the front. I feel like we need something here behind. I've inked these already. Let's do the card first and see what it looks like with the card inside. We shouldn't have to trim that much off. Because it's the height of a full-size paper, which this is. Minus where we glued. We'll probably take a little bit off the bottom next, because to even it out, because we cut this part, the paper part, off on the top, so we'll do the same thing on the bottom. Still needs just a little bit more. It'll go in there, but I don't want to have to fight it. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of loosening this up down here. I think that's all that's keeping the card from going in, yeah. So we need it to be narrower. do that. And then I'll ink the paper out off camera so that we can get the other page done, so we can do 2 per video. Yeah, so that'll be fine. I'll round the corners and I'll ink it. And I'll put the charm on here. Okay, so we'll set that right there for that. Okay. Now for page 8, it's going to be very simple. It's going to be a belly band, but you have to remember that these 2 pages are not going to be next to each other in the book. So don't be going, oh, she's doing belly bands. But you have to have, like I keep saying, you can't have every page be this magical giant build, because you'll never be able to get your book closed. So this stationery, I need to take the white off. But this stationery is just one of the kit pages printed out on typing paper. That's all it is. But it's a lot thinner than having a card. Can't believe I didn't trim this off. Very staticky. Therefore, it doesn't make your book any thicker, really. I'm going to have to trim this down, but I had left the edge on. If you want to print on the back, don't cut the edges off. Print on the back first and then cut the edges off. Look at this. I can't even move it. I have to hit it with the dryer sheet. That will take the static off the static cling off your plastic tray, or what do you call it, platform for your trimmer. I don't remember where I learned that, but I didn't think of it myself. I wish I had. Okay, so now we have this stationery. We're not going to ink it. So let's put our belly band on. And I like this page. We're going to put it on horizontally. And then we're going to, you know, I was going to leave extra. I don't think we're going to need to. I'm thinking if I fold it in half, and then fold it in half again, it will fit. I'm going to have to trim it. I'm going to have to trim the height, I believe. Which stinks. I don't really want to. I don't want to. All right. Let's get this sized. No, I have no idea, because it's on here, Terry. It's so funny. I'm looking for a mark on the stationery. Who knew? Who knew that I didn't know what I was doing? Did you guys know? Did you tell anyone? It's a secret. Wow, I had to turn all the fans off that I had on in here to do this, because it makes, you know, that background hum, which I apologize. One of these videos, I forgot to turn the fan off until the second half of the video, so I'd like to apologize again for that. Now my neighbor upstairs vacuuming. And then we're just going to glue the ends, just like we did with the other one, only we're going to put it across the middle this way. I want to be able to see the flowers, and I want to see the text. So I can actually come down just a little bit. Yep, so that I can see that little swoop right there. And I can still see the flowers. Alright, so now let's see. That's so crooked. When I lay it down, it looks crooked. When I hold it up, it looks straight. It's even. As long as the top of the paper's level. Alright, so I think I'm going to trim off just a little bit from the top and the bottom. Just to the blue. Okay, so now let's fold it in half. That's so pretty. This way. And then we'll fold it in half again. And then we'll just slide it in here. Ta-da! That's all we have to do. See, if I left the gap in there, if I would have folded that around and glued it and left that extra space, then the stationery would have just fallen right out. So that's that for that. And we have done both pages for our video. So we did it in 40 minutes. Aren't we good? So I'm going to take care of this. But this is what we've done for our 2 pages. And like I said, I'm going to finish this up. I'll put the charm and everything on, and then I'll round the corners and ink the card. And then you'll see it when we get to page, I'm thinking page 12. Then we'll stop and reevaluate and see how many lefts and rights we have and all that. I could have been keeping track all along, I realize that. But, yeah, I didn't. So, anyway, that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.